Hello, welcome to What the Flick, Christy and Alonzo. So something kind of unprecedented happened this past week, just last night actually, in the ongoing developing Kevin Spacey sexual assault story, which we are following, as we're following so many of them. He has been completely eradicated from this new Ridley Scott movie, All the Money in the World, which was supposed to have been the closing night film at AFI, a very prestigious thing to be, and it was supposed to open theatrically on December 22nd, and it still will.
It still is,
even though they've replaced Kevin Spacey with Christopher Plummer. This is shocking. They're going to do reshoots. Like, how are they going to pull this off?
Usually somebody has to die before they have to
Paul Walker.
For instance,
they did reshoots.
You know, like that. You know, when Natalie Wood died during the production of Brainstorm, and they had to sort of work around it. Heath Ledger famously died during the making of The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, and so his role suddenly in the other dimension was played by like Johnny Depp and I think Jude Law and Colin Farrell. I want to say,
that makes sense.
But yeah, this is we're in new territory here. So here's the quick timeline, not that people haven't been following this already, but BuzzFeed, our friend Adam Vary, wrote a story in which actor Anthony Rapp, who's currently in the cast of Star Trek Discovery, said that Kevin Spacey had basically sexually assaulted him when Rapp was 14 and Spacey was 26. And then within an hour or so of that story posting, Spacey said that he didn't remember it happening, but that he had been drinking and he was terribly sorry. I'm gay, which was
shocking.
Which was infuriating, frankly, because Kevin Spacey had been one of the more aggressive actors about not coming out of the closet. And so for him to unleash this bit of information in regards to an accusation of sexual assault very much muddied the waters. It was an attempt to change the narrative, which it did for a hot second. Some of the first headlines were Kevin Spacey comes out, until people on Twitter said, no, that's not the story here. You know, and it also sort of did the thing that we've been fighting for centuries of conflating, you know, homosexuality and pedophilia. So then, since then, I think we're now up to 20 Kevin Spacey accusers over the years. Netflix canceled House of Cards, which they were probably already gonna do, but they were still gonna shoot season 6, but now they're shooting season 6 without Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, so is Robin Wright president now?
Or maybe Christopher Plummer is, I have no idea. I would love for Robin Wright to be president. That would be a cool show.
Can he go back also, Christopher Plummer, and like do the voice of the cat in 9 Lives?
Oh, there you go.
I'm hoping for that. But yeah, so go ahead.
But yeah, so Netflix also pulled the plug on a Gore Vidal biopic that he was doing, which I'm like, that's probably for the best. The Emmys rescinded an international award they were giving him. So it is not a good time to be Kevin Spacey.
It's happened really fast too, and now he's in rehab. Like Harvey Weinstein went to rehab
for a whole week.
For a week of outpatient therapy in Scottsdale. So apparently Kevin Spacey is also at the same place.
Oh, great. Well, and according to TMZ, I think other people who were in there said that Weinstein spent the week on his phone. So, you know, whatever.
There you go. And he was spotted at some bar, like eating tacos in Scottsdale or whatever. Yeah. So now this Ridley Scott, and who's directing this film, and the stars Mark Wahlberg and Michelle Williams, like they've all signed off on this, and they're all saying like, we're on board. We want no part of this. And it is a fascinating, ambitious choice to then try to still make that release date, prime release date of December 22nd. I guess, he was maybe only in like 7 or 8 scenes. But the cost and the time to redo it, I can't even imagine.
Well, and apparently Ridley Scott wanted Christopher Plummer in the first place, and the studio told him to get a bigger name, so But yeah, this is, that they would go through and reshoot all of that stuff. And then the B, that they wouldn't change the release date. It's kind of amazing. And the thing about it is, on the one hand, you imagine they don't want to go through all the junkets and all the whole award season doing nothing but talking about Kevin Spacey.
But they're still going to have to. Kevin Spacey. Yeah, because now that's the story. Like, wow, how hard was it to do reshoots? Or how much was he still a lingering factor? I guess there's no right answer. And by choosing to recast his role, I mean, certainly they have the best intentions in mind.
Yes.
But are they also thinking in the bigger picture of like money-wise?
Of course.
No, but I'm saying, like, they can say that philosophically they want to do the right thing by everyone, right? And they don't want it to be a distraction. But I think, more fundamentally, they figured this film was going to tank. Well, no one's going to want to go see Kevin Spacey.
They don't want to be boycotted. I mean, Wind River got Harvey Weinstein's name taken off of it so that they could,
still have awards
make their way through award season and not have to deal with that albatross on their neck. But I mean, yeah, obviously they don't want to be the subject of boycotts. They don't want to be the subject of protests. And so the easier thing to do was to eliminate him from the film. But I think for like a lot of, I know a lot of the Weinstein titles like Current War and Polaroid and stuff is all getting pushed to 2018. They're sort of kind of throwing it to the end of the alley and hoping that by the time they get there, maybe things will have, quieted down or something like that. But this movie is, this is pretty ambitious to be like, we're reshooting all of your scenes and we're still coming out in December.
Right.
And it's November.
Yeah, it's November 9th today. And it's amazing. I hope it all happens. Like, now I want to see it even more. Like, I was curious about this film anyway, but probably also that's probably part of the thinking too. Like, people might want to go see it even more to see how it turned out. At least
I think that almost never works though. I think any time that you try and use real life controversy to sell a movie, like I always think of people thought Husbands and Wives was going to be Woody Allen's biggest hit because it was a movie about him and Mia Farrow breaking up, and it came out right after they actually broke up. And it wasn't. It didn't do all that well. And I think that's that's not necessarily a way to drag people to the movies. I'm just annoyed because this is the first Christmas season in years that I'm not going to be watching The Ref. So thanks for ruining that, Kevin Spacey.
And Baby Driver. How are we feeling about Baby Driver?
I never liked Baby Driver, so I don't care.
There you go. You were always on board. So we'll have to see how this plays out, and we will definitely review All the Money in the World when it comes out on December 22nd. Bye.